now at Domino's.
Want your clothes to smell fresh. It has long-lasting light scent, no heavy perfumes, and no dyes. Finally, a light scent that lasts all day. Downy Light.
You can't see it yet, baby. But Mom and Dad are obsessing over every detail. So between them and our softest diaper ever, oh, we're Huggies, by the way. We got it covered, kiddo. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Fall fun made easy. That's totally Target. When moderate to severe,
I figure I better stay like transmitting. That way, if like the door get busted in, at least you know it's content for someone.
I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When I used to be online all the time because my office was just boring, we had nothing going on, I'd get all these like weird, like news of the weird type of stuff, and Australian police kicking doors in, somebody violated quarantine somewhere and dragging away people, and just those Australians just resisting arrest as the police came to do the proper lockdown for you know the civil hygiene.
Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks.
I mean, it's in every friggin' I turned off the CSI because I can tell you exactly what it is. The forensic report doesn't make sense to the police. And, you know, so the forensic, the mortician who the police bring the body to, that's the guy who usually testifies. But you don't, yeah, it doesn't happen in real life.
Attention, Blue Valley shoppers. We have a super revenge special taking place in aisle 7 and aisle 8, plus aisles 9, 10, and 11. Wait, what?
I almost got DoorDash Taco Bell. But I got these candies from the Ukrainian store. They're like when you go into a supermarket and they have the bulk bin. Except these are things I don't even know the name of. All I know I haven't had a not delicious one yet.
Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney.
I mean, I've caused accidents. You know, cutting people off, not seeing a rearview mirror, so call away. Get your money. A guy gets by certified mail and then return my response to a legal resident certified mail also. That's how it works. You have a physical record document of handing me paperwork. I'm going to sign for it. I'm not going to open it. Later I'm going to open it in private. And then I'm going to make a response. You know, whatever my lawyers do when we certify it, put it, and do all this stuff. There's a process. Best revenge is living well. The thing that made me famous on my influential thing. What's this Barsos? Uh-oh. I think I can pronounce most of these words. Oh, Portuguese. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Portuguese. O crime do padre amaro. Quarto edicao integramente refundida, recomposta e differente na forma e na acabo de edicao primitiva. A grosso volume. $200? I don't even know what that means. Oh my God! They're selling like forgiveness and stuff again. I don't know. I don't know what this says. I can like read it. But, You don't know what erotic is. You know what erotic is.
It is my pleasure to present the ACM Poets Award to Shania Twain.
Your girlfriend's boyfriend's
So
doing.
nice to just look around and Kelsey, first of all, thanks for kicking off. Right? It's a song that definitely made a lot of waves in the country music industry. I know. Kira, thank you so much for singing From This Moment On. It is one of my favorite songs that I've ever written, and I think you did a beautiful job. Avril, you were just plain old kick-ass. You should have gone into country music, honestly. But anyway, I'm just really grateful to be standing in this historical venue with all of you, my fellow songwriters and beautiful fans.
I didn't know this was on.
Thank you to
Grammys,
the Academy of
whatever
Country
was on the
Music
other
for
night.
acknowledging me in my role as
No,
a
yeah, that
songwriter.
yeah, for acting and shit. The look at me crowd.
Some
This is my
advice to
living.
songwriters
I'm
trying
a
to find
professional
a
look at
way.
me person.
Accept criticism, because right or wrong, we will grow from that. There, probably won't be a marked path or welcoming signage to follow on the road to success. But the good news is, if you take the word follow out of your thought vocabulary, you'll realize you're already on the right path. Your own path. Thank you, my friends, for this.
Up next, Trace Adkins and later Morgan Wallen when ACM Honors returns.
We are cyclists. We come from all over East Africa. Sule from Kenya, Seth Rwanda, Mary Uganda. But together, we're Team Amani. We dream of riding with the best, so we train like the baddest. Sule says, one day, Team Amani will ride the Tour de France. We use tech.
I mean, ceremonies.
Specializing
Usually I get refugee commercials. And I don't fucking like. Yeah, when you write up on brown people's yards saying this is our country now, you ain't a friend of mine. I mean, that's what they teach that Pilgrims did, and that's not what they did.
No one goes all in on made from scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's.
Physical health goes
We
along
go all in on quality,
with societal and moral health.
all in on craft. And on the triple pep pizza, we go all in on pepperoni.
Pilgrims were running from a plague, and they landed in a land that had been decimated from the
Go
plague.
all in with a limited time triple pep pizza, topped with 3 types of pepperoni for just $11.99. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Can't win with these plates. These can collapse faster than you think.
Don't get paper
Yeah, in
plates
3
that
months
crunch
crossing the
your
ocean,
fingers. Get
however long they landed, in return, what had happened in Europe by the time they reached the port? Was it the same city and people?
Commercial consideration for last man standing is sponsored in part by
This Labor Day, save on select major appliances and get free delivery. Get the Lowe's
Whatever you do, don't disparage beaver trappers.
with the 2-in-1 removable agitator.
Don't disparage guys who live for years by themselves,
This Labor Day.
trading between, like,
Mike Baxter here,
everybody.
down here for Outdoor Men, where we carry whatever you need, whatever you're hunting. Whether it be moose, deer, or manatee. Where the hell's my manatee? Be surprised they're pretty good eating. But these days, everyone's gunning for the American white male.
Hello. I'm an American white male.
This species never gets credit for all it's done, like build hospitals, roads, electrical grid. The species gets blamed for everything that's nasty. Wars, global warming, hillbilly shows about making moonshine. Look out, men. The ladies are snapping at your heels.
And did you know women outnumber men in colleges? 57% to 43. You know, I actually really like that hillbilly show, Mr. B.
Of course you do, Kyle.
Join Planet Fitness today and get more epic energy and better sleep.
I'm gonna get sick if I keep eating this candy.
Spacious clubs. Join for $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime.
It's only 9:30. I thought I was gonna have to check out tomorrow, but I have another day of procrastination to try to make last-minute reservations. It's the way I roll in life because, you know, I'm like, that movie The Lobster is pretty telling of what's going on in people's psychology. And I haven't met women, you know, I don't want to get turned into an animal because, I mean, if I actually gotta pick an animal body, that'd be one thing, but if it's like the Kevin Smith walrus shit, and they're just gonna like human centipede you into an animal, no. Because yeah, you are a burden to society. We are burdens. The single male is a burden to society. Why? Because they're always on the hunt, unless they're gay. And those numbers are very interesting, because the more gay a man is, the closer they get to hang out with a bunch of women. Like I said, single men are a danger to society.
Fill your home with holiday spirit all season long. Connect to nature this season.
Join Planet Fitness today and get more epic energy and better sleep with tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Join for $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime.
Yeah, it's just... It's a saying, I think it was normal, is that you get the if they won't work out with your high school girl, like, you know, because you have standards and they get married to somebody else, and it's like your standards. If the person that you have standards for doesn't marry you, that means you don't have. That means you're not living those standards.
Now imagine it is gross now, but a couple of years you're gonna like it, and after that, it just gets expensive, and then it just stops all of a sudden.
You speak for yourself. I'm still getting plenty.
Hey, thanks again for letting me use your history paper on the Civil War. Guaranteed A. Just don't forget to change the name. Oh yeah, way ahead of you. Thank you. How George Washington freed the slaves. I changed the wrong name.
Girls, clear your plates, please. Honey, call him back, get him to clear the plate.
You know what, honey? It's just as easy if I do it myself, unless someone wants to help me.
That's a good idea. Why don't you get Mrs. Hall to come in an extra couple of days?
Mrs. Hall?
Our housekeeper. Where has she been lately?
Dead.
Since when?
Since right before her funeral. That we went to? Actually, you know what, honey? We should get somebody in here a few days a week to help out.
Oh, a few days? What's the point of having girls if they won't cook and clean for us?
I'm confused. So you think that because we have girls, they should cook and clean for us?
Girls are just better at it. Guys are terrible at cooking and cleaning. Have you ever spent time in a frat house?
Oh, yeah.
You'd know how bad. What do you mean, oh, yes?
You guys really think about getting a housekeeper? Because, I mean, paying me to do it.
We're looking for somebody with a little experience.
But I want to save up some more money. I need to buy a slightly less used car. But your car isn't that old. Mom, there's a Spice Girls cassette jammed in the tape player. I'm not trying to be a mooch here. I want to work for it.
We're not going to pay to clean the house you live in.
All right, then I guess I'll have to wait on that car.
What about another vehicle? 38 wheels, seats 50. I pay for it with my tax dollars as well as everybody's health care that rides in it.
Ride the bus? Hey, if I want to get groped, I'd work in a diner. Oh, wait. I already do.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was like the nicest pervert on that bus.
And their housekeeper's available. She's from Guatemala. She has a green card, and they loved her.
I'm happy about that. Bertman's moving away. We wouldn't need a new housekeeper. It's just these girls would step it up a little bit around here.
Hey guys, late for school.
Whoa, that doesn't go there.
All right, sorry.
Not there, not there. No, not there. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. There you go. Empty it out. There we go. All the way over here. Your mom likes stuff in the back of the glasses. See? Just need a
It triggered Pop's PTSD.
No, you know what? It's more work pestering them to do their chores than just doing it myself. I feel like pestering you about
500 miles of cock.
So bottom line,
They found those videos.
Okay. Talk to the
Because you're a single, bitter, divorced man.
You know what? If I have to do less housework, then I might have more energy for other stuff, you know, at night.
Tonight's not good for me.
Modesto pero. So I guess we can have options of how long we like take a hand for. You know, it's not a forever. That's cruel. But like Jamie, you know, give him the silver one, and like the Baron gets the sticks.
Oh, yes, I was just saying the same thing on the bus this morning. Sit and rest. I made you some tea. Oh, Blanca. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, relax. I'll get it. Okay.
How's that fat bitch
Hello,
rolling
may I
this?
help you? Hi, is Vanessa
Dietrich
home?
Villagrosa.
Vanessa's having her afternoon tea. May I
¿Qué
ask
pasa? Oh, tu hermosito Mauricio.
Didn't mean to interrupt your afternoon tea.
Su esposo door.
This is Blanca. I don't know why she answered the door. She never does that.
Oh, I will try to be better about that, Miss Vanessa.
No. You don't have to. And please, just call me Vanessa. I don't know why she did that either.
Nessa!
Okay. I tried your white chocolate brownie recipe, and if I'm gonna gain 5 pounds, then so is it.
Baby.
Look up for Miss Carol, thanks.
Sweetie.
How long have you had a maid?
What? No. Blanca's not a maid. She just helps out a few days a week, just cooking and cleaning.
You come here to go make some melon for our guests downstairs.
I don't really like that word. Blanca, she's more of a friend. I pay to do maid stuff. All right, come on, sit down. Let's get fat. Thank you. Here. Oh, you know what, Blanca? Why don't you sit down and join us for some tea?
Oh, no. When I sit, I feel lazy. I'll get back to you later.
Right, sis. Come on, you've been here a week already, and we've hardly had a chance to talk. So, Blanca, what do you do on your day off?
I celebrate Christmas.
Oh, you need to take up some. Oh, I'm sorry. I tracked some dirt in.
I'll get it.
Blanca, sit. I know how to use a vacuum. Hi.
So what's wrong with this picture?
What do you mean?
Yeah, Mike, what exactly is wrong
Yeah,
with this picture?
yeah. I mean,
You hired a housekeeper to watch you do housework?
I'm sorry.
yeah. No, she got to work to support your kid.
Finish your vacuuming first?
Go. Although I'd love to stay and watch Vanessa do the windows.
Yeah.
They had a check.
Oh, you change your mind on surrogacy?
How's Blanca working out?
Honey, she is a godsend.
Great.
Here you go, Mr. Mike.
I gotta do some work, Blanca, at the,
Uncle Michael?
What?
But you live with the woman with a broken leg in the VA center in White City.
Now, Sid,
Everybody like sees that name in White City immediately. Oh, that will be great for white people.
We got here.
pecans with chili. I think you would like the spice of the nuts with the bitterness of the cerveza.
I'm bad.
Oh, yeah.
Try a little bitterness. Hey, I like this. This is good. How come you never make this for me?
Nuts and beer. I'll ask her for the rest of it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Tinder's mom.
stupid field trip, and I forgot to turn in the stupid permission slip. So you're gonna have to
Barbara Bush.
Stop bothering your father.
But he has to.
Oh, he doesn't have to do anything except relax. He is el padre. The father. And he will let you know when he's ready to hear about your field trips.
Dad?
Well, I think she's got a point on
Okay, no one speaks to el padre for a half hour for an hour afterwards.
All those years living just in humiliation, married with children, all having to like perform your life out and have people laugh at it.
El Padre.
We are cyclists. We come from Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya. tech to become Team Amani. Show what we can do. Make connections. We've gone far. But someday, when anyone can be in any room and everyone can compete, we'll go much farther. Everybody will.
Do your deep breath pressure masks.
Icy hot pro. Ice works fast. You pain and you down. Heat makes it last, so you'll never sit this around. Icy hot pro. Two maximum pain relievers.
My excellence just got better. New Excellence Creme Hair Color. Triple Care Color, now with salon-inspired color reveal shampoo.
Nothing protects and covers grays better.
Excellence means 100% gray coverage.
I did that.
New Excellence Creme from L'Oreal Paris.
Research shows that people remember ads with young people having a good time. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a pool party.
Liberty Mutual, they customize your home insurance. You only pay for what you need.
Young people having a good time with insurance. Young people, good times, insurance.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Vanessa got us a maid, Blanca.
Maid?
Now we're finally going to get both Doug and Mike in the room and ask them why they saw their dad die at different times.
Leave Schwarzenegger's autobiography open to page 214. That's where he introduces her to his lieutenant governor. Really want to get rid of her. Vanessa likes her. I like her. Did a heck of a job on this shirt. Smells like the ocean, doesn't it? Yeah. My underwear makes me feel like I'm sitting on a cloud, and you have to take my word for that. Looks like this Blanca's really working out, huh? Yeah. Gotta respect her, man. Took her 8 years to get her.
You took Catherine's offer of having a trophy?
Around here, right?
Oh no.
Sales, HR.
Oh no, you took that as a trophy? Oh, you don't know what that means.
Marketing, management. And everyone on the loading dock. I'm sure everything's fine. JJ runs a tight ship down there. Which means you don't know because you never checked, did you, Ed? I make it a policy not to go looking for trouble. That's why I don't have prostate exams.
Yeah, when it gets bad enough to find him because he's clean. He washed his hands.
Look around.
That's why Jesus is washing his hands now too.
Fines, Ed. A company as big as ours,
They're great guys, my apostles. Oh, there we go. They understand everything I'm saying.
They're affordable, hardworking, and honest. They're so honest. Why are they willing to go into the floor of a van to get in this country? They're just trying to better their lives. You do the same. You go to hell and back for your family. That's the problem. They never go back. Where are you going, Mike? Well, I'm going to try HR first. If there's a mess downstairs, I got to try to clean this up. Oh, good luck trying to clean up something in this country without using illegals.
Come on, let's move. We have 10 minutes to unload that truck because there's another one right behind it. Let's go.
Look how JJ has this place humming. It's like synchronized swimming. I bet swimming is how some of these guys got here.
Hey, look, it's management. Everybody look busy. Oh, wait, we already are because I'm doing my job. Ed, Mike?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we have to check everyone's work documents.
What's going on, Ed? Never bothered me about this stuff before.
Well, it's actually not Ed's idea. It's for me. I hope you don't mind.
Well, kind of do. You pay me to get these trucks out on time. It's going to take forever for these guys to find all their papers.
Okay. Now, let's go, guys. Guys, I appreciate it. HR needs to take a look at them. I'll have them right back to you. Okay, I've got 6 right here. All right. So we got everybody's? Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
It's gonna be a real drag losing JJ.
You know, aren't you the one who's always saying illegal immigrants are breaking the law, hence the word illegal?
I know. He's part of the outdoor man family. He's practically part of our family.
Gosh, remember that time that he dressed up like the Easter Bunny for the kids?
Yeah, tripped over the garden hose on the way out. Head popped off. Randy to this day thinks rabbits have Mexicans inside them.
Hey, you know what? I think you have a lot of Mexican inside you. Couldn't stop eating Blanca's burritos.
Man, those didn't have meat. There was just beans in them. They were great.
It's It's gonna be a rough night, isn't it?
I should just apologize in advance.
Yeah, you should. You know, poor JJ. Boy, 2 kids, no job. And finding a job that's even close to the one he had's gonna be impossible.
And then look at Blanca. She did it the right way, legally, went through channels, being a citizen, you know? Boy, can she cook. Wow.
Beautiful day in Baltimore, where most people probably know that Geico paid them on car insurance. You see, the thing is, Geico, well, could help us save on boat insurance too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read. Steve-O? Oh, wait, no. Oh, Severo. Oh, Severo dos Ojos, Principal y Celebre Noticierista de Gazeta de Portugal. The Boom Festival, guys! I knew there was a way we could manifest just the most amazing Boom Festival. This is, sometimes you never, even though, short term, you're power of the secret stuff, but you have to lock it away in your mind, because if you say you want to do it and you really believe it, you have to just keep it there, because that's something you're working for. That moment in time you had friends, and there was you were just being yourselves, because back home you have appearances to keep up. So it was those nights when everybody was just being normal. The behavior that gets us put in insane asylums if we do it in front of Nana. But the Boom Festival, we don't have to hide that we're going there to do some drugs where it's legal, because we're going to be, that's just the way it is when you're unemployed. If you're a citizen, you follow the other country's laws. So if something you do back home is illegal, you don't do it. But if something that's illegal back home is, that's a case-by-case situation depending on who your family is. Well, I know my family ain't gonna face a shit from the earth, because I'm going to take the stuff that's from the earth, not from John's kitchen.
With 3 times the bandwidth and the power to connect hundreds of devices at once.
So many amazing gentle plants. They don't. It's like if you're willing to stand 10% intense pain, then the 90% after is amazing. Some people choose to have 90%, have 10% pleasure first, and then have 90% pain. It doesn't make sense to me. But sometimes, yeah. See, where we see the traditions of Dune, if you actually read the beginning or understand that box he puts his hand in, they has that pain. See, what's going in the box is your imagination. But what it is, from a viewer point, but from his point of view, it's just a sensation. He doesn't know what's going on. Well, I do, but in my situation, I'm cheating, because I'm not going to put my hand in the box. I don't know what to do it. I'm not willing to do the pain. I'm going to do mittens full of fire ants. I did the Sapo. I got cigarette burns on my arm from one's, the sticks he sells. They might try to say they're poison, but they're an inoculation. I was willing to get burned with a cigarette and sit for a half hour thinking my heart was going to explode, and then not have to worry about lawsuits because the thing that I injected that in a clear thing. It's a clear vial, so I'm going to do that, right? I can see the toad, I can see it going on my arm. I prefer that. Because I got cigarette, sometimes I self-burn. I did want to see if I would just grow new skin or if it burned. So I burned, yeah, under the sun, the skin that doesn't see sun, it gets soft and pale and, easy to go through. The ones that get hardened by the sun is harder. It's leather. That's what your skin is. Your skin is leather. If you're going for cosmetics, you understand it that way. If you're going for function, understand it that way. But most of us don't think of our body as in the form of a tool.
For the latest on the mosquito fire.
We depend on somebody else to tell us what's wrong with us, instead of just putting ourselves back together.
She was here yesterday. She'll be here tomorrow.
So she's not coming at all. But she didn't even finish my Spanish homework.
Blanca's doing your Spanish, I'm doing your history. You should really tell your teachers they're giving us too much homework.
Hey, why don't I get that? Yeah, I'll get it. You know, because I'm up. Yeah, power the people, man.
Hey.
What's up, Larry?
Hey, Baxter. I heard you got yourself a maid.
Yeah, well, you know, property values plummeted when you moved in. I'm trying to spruce it up on the inside.
Are you sure it's not because that hillbilly truck you always got parked out front? Anyway, Carol found out about your maid, and now we have to get one too, so thanks for that.
What am I supposed to do? Not make my wife happy to save you a few bucks?
Well, I'd appreciate that, yes.
And you wandered down from your house just to tell me that?
No, not quite. It's Kristen around.
Oh, hey, Mr. Larry.
Hey, come on in.
I just came by to drop off the key.
What's the key for?
To my house. Well, my housekeeper can't get in the house without a key.
Housekeeper?
Oh, hey, I gave you first dibs on my services, and his house doesn't have much of slot.
You got a problem with her cleaning my house, Mike?
You got a problem with her cleaning any house she doesn't live in?
You could pay me what you paid Blanca.
Well, that's what this is about.
Oh, so you're trying to steal my maid, Baxter? I think you two to sort this out. See you, Kristen, and thanks, Mike.
You just assume he's a murderer?
This housekeeper thing isn't just making my wife happy. I'm suddenly pretty happy about it, too.
This is so
Hey, Ed. Why don't you take care of everything in the loading dock?
I'm promoting Raphael to foreman. Raphael? Yeah, the guy seemed to look up to him. Must be the fur around his license plate.
Ed, Mike,
Hey, JJ.
just came by to return my badge and my gun. Scan a lot of barcodes with this baby. I really just came by to say goodbye.
Well, I'm sorry I went down like this, JJ. We're gonna miss you.
Oh, don't worry about me. I've got a cousin Amarillo got me a job as a dishwasher at a truck stop on I-10.
You had a dog and a cheating girlfriend, you got a country song.
It's honest work. Do what I do for my family.
No, this is nuts, JJ. This is nuts, man.
Oh, hey, it's okay, Mike. I'm thankful for the 10 years I had. You're a great boss.
And you're a great foreman.
But you're not a dishwasher, man. You're really not a dishwasher. I've seen the coffee cup you leave in the sink here. It's got this crust on it. You can't even... Do me a favor, just hang it here for a little bit. Let me have a talk with Ed. Maybe go try to wash that cup off.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need him on the
by an
line.
angel.
He's too valuable. You got to keep him somehow.
That's easier said than done.
No, it's easy. Yesterday I looked at the immigration website, and there's a way you can keep them here under sponsorship if they're vital to our business.
That's gonna cost a lot of money.
Well, you got a lot of money, and it was your problem. You wanted to start this, and you got to fix it.
Okay, now, you know, this just could work out. This could work out. Remember, I have that great immigration lawyer?
All right.
Remember my psycho girlfriend, Svetlana?
Yeah, well, how great is he? He got to ship back to Ukraine.
You know, I wonder if I watch TV like this. I wonder if we like subconsciously watch TV like this as kids. And it was like, you know, it was easy because you can't, if you have people fighting and screaming in the background of your house and you're on the floor and crying, being ignored because there's problems and money and all this kind of stuff, it's a nightmare. But if you turn around and you stare at this like mirror thing and you like can see them being funny, because sometimes they are, and you just like, but those moments get fewer and fewer and fewer.
I don't know that I'm
Because, yeah. Because Wiz Khalifa's a better like son-in-law than anyone. Anyone.
Well, I need 2 dozen cookies for a bake sale.
Make your own cookies. There's a tube of crap in there that turns into cookies.
Can't Blanca make them from scratch? It'll show how I really care. Open ways, por favor.
It's okay, Mr. Mike. I don't mind. I like doing things.
Your Mexican daughters.
Very good work ethic, that's why.
You can't afford to be lazy in my country. You know, when my brother refused to clean my uncle's fishing boat, they buried him in the sand up to his neck, rubbed the fish on his head, and left him to los gatos de la playa.
Beach cats?
And those cats are not nice kitties.
11.
Like what I'm hearing. Like what I'm hearing. And I'm not usually a cat guy.
Ah, hey.
Baby?
What a day at work. Nice to see a friendly face.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was talking about Blanca.
So was I.
Here's your dress, Miss Mandy. I fixed the hem and sewed on a button.
Aw, he didn't have time to iron it?
It's faster to steam it. Come, hey. in the shower.
See what's happening here? We're paying someone to teach our kids how not to work. We can't continue this way with Blanca.
Honey, what are you suggesting? I'm not giving her up. I can't go back. I can't. Oh, hey, boy, honey, you dropped your napkin.
It's okay. Blanca will pick it up.
Hold it. What do you mean Blanca will pick it up?
She's my cleanup girl.
Who is she? Hold on a second. Hey, Blanca, would you bring the girls? Girls, get in here a second.
Fine,
Just
honey.
give me a second.
Don't rash, all right? We gotta get rid of somebody. Pick one of the kids.
Blanca, just for a second, listen. Girls, you're part of this too. You do a great job around here. What you've done is turn my kind of lazy girls into real lazy girls.
In fairness to Blanca, though, I was already pretty lazy.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to treat my kids like your uncle treated your brother.
Well, you don't mean.
Release the beach cats. We'll start with Boyd and that paper dropped on the floor.
Okay, mijo, pick that up, put it in the trash. Preheat the oven to 350 and take out the cookie dough. Mandy, go upstairs, start the shower to steam your dress. Let's go, move it, come on, rápido.
Blanca,
And if anyone talks back to me, I will laugh as the cats claw out your eyes.
not my eyes!
Hold on, hang on. You might want to calm down the cat by
I
scratching.
love the
Join Planet Fitness today to get more epic energy and better sleep with tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Join for $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 14th.
My Blake dining set, table and 6 chairs, or table, 4 chairs and bench in 3 finishes, in dining height or counter height. With Bob's discount, only $5.99. Now, how am I going to tie my shoes?
Any ideas what our next big promotion should be called? We're topping our burgers, dogs, and fries with a new guava sriracha barbecue sauce, bacon, and pineapple.
I don't know what to call it. Barb, EQ, your order is ready?
Lou, Al, your order is also ready.
Barb, EQ, you out there?
I'm looking for a Lou, Al.
Barb, EQ.
Lou, Al. I am Barb.
Barbecue Luau is here. Put a tropical twist on your next meal, only at Wiener Schnitzel.
As a business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to the mobile service designed for small business, Comcast Business Mobile. Flexible data plans mean you can get unlimited data or pay by the gig, all on the most reliable 5G network, with no line activation fees or term contracts, saving you up to $500 a year. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your bottom line by switching today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
For California's Native American tribes, giving back is a time-honored tradition. In our region, the Yochadihi Wintu Nation continues this tradition.
With the assistance from Yochidi to purchase this piece of equipment, we've been able to be a vital resource.
They taught me to do sustainable agriculture in a fun and educational environment. If it wasn't because of this program, I would not have it, and I love it.
Tribal gaming, tribal sovereignty, strength for our region, strength for California.
It's been tough, and Tom Patty's made it even tougher. Look for yourself. He voted to make prescriptions and healthcare more expensive, and Patty was the deciding vote to raise the gas tax. It's why we call him Pay More Patty. Josh Harder actually gets it. Josh wants to repeal the gas tax and is taking on the drug companies to get prices down. Josh is fighting to make the valley affordable.
I'm Josh Harder, and I approve this message.
Check out my Playscape 2-piece sectional. The $12.99 price tag makes it great. The 2 colors and 5 decorative pillows makes it greater. The comfy pop-up sleeper with Bottlepedic memory foam makes it greater.
Big Boss discount.
Greater.
Join Planet Fitness today and get more epic energy and better sleep with tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Join for $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 14th.
Promotional consideration for Last Man Standing is sponsored in part by
This Labor Day, save on select major appliances and get free delivery. Get the Lowe's exclusive Whirlpool laundry pair with a 2-in-1 removable agitator that lets you customize any load. Get the products you need this Labor Day.
I love that show. We totally have to come up with an idea for Shark Tank.
You should invent a giant glass bowl.
Okay.
And fill it with water.
Yeah. where predatory sea creatures could live.
It's pretty good. I like that. I don't love it, but...
Oh my god.
We were describing an actual Shark Tank!
Chicas! Let's go.
Sorry.
Hay que todo.
Sorry.
Recógelo, rápido, rápido. ¿No quieres los beach cats?
KCRA3 Valley Planner on My 58 brings the daily forecast to you. Just like S&G Carpet and more brings the showroom to your home. With free in-home estimates on all your flooring needs. Schedule your appointment today at sgcarpet.com. The Goldbergs, weeknight starting at 8 on My 58. Brought to you by Lasher's Elk Grove Dodge in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. And online at elkgrovedodge.com.
Hey, Mike, back to for outdoor, man.
Mike, what? Really?
Mike?
Dad, Mike, come on. Mike, seriously. Trick 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh!
You're gonna sit quietly while I share my feelings.
Won't that make you die? Mike, what? Really? Dad, Mike, come on. Mike, seriously. Trick 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I was 11.
You were with me, honey.
Which is alone adjacent.
Lucky and Standing, weeknights at 9 on My 58. News, weather, and traffic from 7 to 9 a.m. on My 58. This is KCRA3 News on My 58. We begin with breaking news.
Breaking news, many in Forest Hill tonight breathing a little bit easier after fire crews managed to stop the mosquito fire from burning into much of the town, but the fight is nowhere near over yet.
Live Copter 3 showing us these exclusive images earlier tonight over Forest Hill High School, and you can see just how close the fire came to getting to that school. Thankfully, that school is still standing tonight.
And take a look at this. This was the scene over Todd Valley tonight. Just after 7 o'clock, crews were building fire lines to save homes. You can see just how close they are to those structures. Trying to use every last second of daylight to make an impact here.
The mosquito fire is burning in Placer and El Dorado counties. It started exactly 1 week ago, and crews are still trying to get it under control.
And crews today had to work quickly after a flare-up threatened the town of Forest Hill. The mosquito fire grew today to nearly 58,000 acres. Containment, though, has also grown to 25%, up from 18%. And more than 11,000 people remain under evacuation orders.
It was all compounded by a second fire, the Dutch fire, just miles away, triggering evacuations in the Dutch Flat area. Those evacuations are now lifted tonight after crews stopped forward progress.
We are covering every angle of the fire tonight. We're going to start, though, with KCRA3's Orko Manning. He's joining us live in Forest Hill. Orko, you've been out there since at least 6 o'clock earlier tonight when there was plenty of daylight outside. Now that it's dark, what are you seeing at this hour?
Well, right now we're off of Baltimore Mine Road, which is just south of Forest Hill Road, which is where we've been all evening. You mentioned fire crews being really busy during the daylight hours. They are still busy now because of the hotspots here. As you can see, fire crews are here in this area, again, off of Baltimore Mine Road. You can see the fencing. This is near some properties, near some homes in the area. Again, fire crews here with their flashlights. And if we show you to the right, they're really close to these hotspots. Again, these flames still burning at this hour, close to these properties and these homes off of Baltimore Mine Road. They're also doing this off of Mosquito Ridge Road, a bunch of the streets, residential areas south of Forest Hill Road here in Forest Hill. And again, because of how close those flames are, fire crews are busy monitoring this whole area, going up and down the streets, trying to put out these hotspots that are from the mosquito fire really close to these properties here. And earlier we were by Forest Hill High School, and across the street there were vehicles that were burned, RVs, trailers. You're taking a live look at a fire engine driving up up Baltimore Mine Road, heading toward Forest Hill Road. Really an all-hands-on-deck situation, and this is what we've been seeing all throughout the Forest Hill area. Melanie Wingo got a closer look at more of firefighters tackling this blaze, as well as the conditions that they have to do this under, and she joins us live with more on that. Melanie?
Thanks, Orko. We are at the Wharton's Market parking lot off of Forest Hill Road. We've been here since around 4:30 this afternoon, and below us just to give you a sense of the topography here, is a canyon through which the mosquito fire has been burning all manner of vegetation, trees, bushes, and dry brush for the past week now. You can still see some of that in the distance from where we're standing that is on fire tonight. But what is clear after what we witnessed today, fire crews aren't going to let the fire get up to this point without a fight. The mosquito fire reared its head Tuesday, but fire crews came out swinging.
Tanker drops that have been flying over at treetop level.
Tankers whisking above the tree line, dumping retardant by the thousands of gallons to meet the advancing flames. Helicopters disappearing into choking smoke plumes to drop water. Ground crews ready to stop their foe with lines built by hand tools, sweat, and strength. Massive machinery deployed in the form of dozers, carving wide lines in the earth. And a firing operation initiated by those boots on the ground, creating a human-made line of fire, with the goal of stopping the fire in this stubborn, dry terrain.
You have the historic levels of lack of moisture in the vegetation, as well as the topography in these particular areas. This fire is riddled with all these drainage, small canyons, where the fire will promote due to the vegetation being so dry that it just takes that fire and runs.
Stopping it before it reaches the venerable Wharton's Market, a mainstay in Forest Hill. A top priority of crews surrounding this spot and ready to defend it.
You got the fire department, you got the engine prepared there, the pump is running, you got ladders set so they can climb the roof quickly, you got hose lines deployed to hopefully mitigate that situation.
As daylight hours gave way tonight, glowing reminders that the mosquito fire is still in the woods and fire crews aren't out of it just yet. And back out here live, you can see what we're seeing, and that is that crews are on the ground right now at this hour with their headlamps on, taking a look around the line they built today, looking for any hot spots that may exist. They have a hose line. It looks like they're laying down there on the ground. And then in the distance, again, there are some hot spots still from that firing operation that happened a little bit earlier. But from what we can tell, it has been a success in holding the mosquito fire proper from getting past this point. So their firing operation to lay a line of fire to fight the mosquito fire appears to be working, appears to be holding for right now. That's the situation here in Forest Hill tonight at the Wharton's Market parking lot. Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
Despite the darkness, the work continues. Melanie, thanks so much.
And for a closer look at the fire activity in Forest Hill, we want to send it over to Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan. Still a lot going on there.
Well, and just how close it came to crossing the road. And all of those tools that Melanie was just talking about, you had retardant drops, you had helicopter drops, you had backfires, you had hand crews, you had all sorts of efforts going on to protect Forest Hill and protect this fire from going over Forest Hill Road. Let me give you an idea of just how the fire grew today. It hopped over the river this morning, and then it raced up this hillside. This is the latest fire perimeter. I'll zoom in on this a little bit more, and you'll be able to see just how close it came. Here's the Wharton's Market. That's where Melanie just was in that parking lot. The fire line is right there. This is Forest Hill Road. This is Baltimore Mine Road. Orco was right in this area, so the fire went through that area, but from what Orco has told us, the homes that are in here have been okay. But look at where the high school is, right here, just on the other side of the road. The fire got there, but didn't cross the road. The school is just fine. Farther up the road, here's Mosquito Ridge Road. A lot of homes in here, but once again, you can see that the fire did not cross Mosquito Road, didn't get up past Soap Street here and into the town proper, but you can see how close it was. And again, it's all those retardant drops and the helicopter drops, as well as the crews on the ground helping to keep this fire at bay. It may have burned some vegetation, but as far as we know, it really didn't burn any homes. And farther out, you can see also, this is the previous existing fire in here. They had already burned all of this, but all of this area today coming so close to town, that was new. That was the scare we had this afternoon. afternoon. And some of that fire continues tonight. We'll hope it doesn't fire up again tomorrow. Back to you.
All right, hope so, Mark. Thank you so much. And of course, thousands of evacuees continue to wait for news on when they can return.
Yeah, KCRA 3's Leanne Denyer spoke to evacuees tonight. She's live in Rockland at Sierra College, where some of those evacuees are staying, and we can only imagine what's going through many of their minds tonight. Just a lot of uncertainty, so Leanne.
Absolutely, that scare that Mark just mentioned certainly is real here at Sierra College tonight. Dozens of people, some in this parking lot for another night, some on campus, are spending another night out of their homes, evacuated due to the mosquito fire. Red Cross says that they want to help meet the immediate needs, get them somewhere warm to stay, some food to eat. The evacuees that we talked to today said that this experience really has left them leaning on each other. On the Sierra College campus, the Red Cross is assisting people out of their homes as thousands remain evacuated due to the mosquito fire. On Tuesday night, a church group from Sacramento brought a warm meal and music to the evacuated.
It's wonderful.
A comfort in an unsettled time.
We just see people helping one another, bringing ice. I mean, it's been incredible. And not only people within Forest Hill area, but people outside the Forest Hill area.
Jim Pocock says he lives in the Todd Valley area of Forest Hill. He evacuated last week and had hoped Tuesday would bring better news, but is leaning on his faith until that more comes.
But, there's people that have cried, and we've cried with them. There's people that have laughed, and we laugh with them. But we see that there is hope.
Despite the hardships, those using the college evacuation center say they are leaning on each other as they await whatever comes next.
It's been a little crazy. It's the unknown is the hardest part. You don't know what's going on there. I did evacuate Thursday, I guess it was when they said you better leave now.
Gary Magnuson works at the middle school and hopes to be back to see it and the students soon.
You got to give a lot of credit to the firemen and responders and the sheriffs and everybody. They've been working so hard, so many days in the heat and down the fires, and they're the fantastic people. They're the heroes.
And of course, the big question people have is, what state is my property in at this point in the fire? I was just texting with the Placer County Sheriff's spokesperson, and she says that the latest numbers are still the same: 5 damaged and 46 destroyed. However, those are the same numbers that were out this morning, and given what we saw today, we are just going to have to wait and see what those numbers look like once teams can get in and assess. In Rockland, Leanne Denyer, KCRA 3 News.
Leanne, thank you. And of course, we will continue to update you on those structures as soon as we get those numbers. Today, KCRA 3's Helicopter 3 give us a closer look at the mosquito fire as it got closer to Forest Hill. I broke down the timeline with an exclusive overhead view. The mosquito fire growing in intensity. Helicopter 3 showing us an overhead view you'll only see on KCRA 3. In Forest Hill, the fire dangerously close to Forest Hill High School. CAL FIRE crews making retardant drops just above the tree line. Nearby, firefighters and our KCRA 3 news crew on the ground at Wharton's Market as the fire gets closer to the popular grocery store. Smoke now blanketing the community. Less than a mile away, another fire retardant drop. Down the road, flames climbing up trees as firefighters work to stop the spread and protect structures. Yet another airdrop as CAL FIRE throws everything they have at the mosquito fire. Back at Forest Hill High School, across the street, flames tear through parked cars. A nearby structure completely destroyed, while another goes up in smoke. Minutes later, another airdrop as firefighters race to save homes and businesses.
All right, let's talk about the bigger picture of the fire as well. A lot of resources, of course, Mark, were spent near the Forest Hill area, but the outer perimeter of the mosquito fire is obviously much bigger than that.
Well, yes. I want to show you where the fire grew today, but maybe even more importantly, where it didn't grow today, because that may make some of you feel a little bit better. So I've got two outlines here. This is the outline from this morning, the white line, and then the red line is the outline from this afternoon. For I don't know how many days in a row, the lines have not moved on the south side of the fire. So that means no progress toward Georgetown, no progress toward Cool, no progress toward the Wentworth Springs Road area. However, of course, near Forest Hill, we did see that growth during the day today. Hopping the river, so that's where it was this morning, and this is where it was this afternoon. But you'll notice if you go road, there's been no progress in that direction, and that's great news that we have not seen it go past Michigan Bluff. But yeah, we did see that growth there during the day today. But going farther out to the east side of the fire, there has been growth on this side. And while these distances don't look all that great, that's about a mile. And so we have a finger here, 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 here. We are going to continue to see a lot of forward momentum on that part of the fire over the next couple of days. We'll talk a little bit about the wind during the night tonight. Winds will just be that gentle down slope wind. And then during the day tomorrow, we'll once again see the wind shift around. So that by the afternoon, we'll see the same wind direction we saw today. It may be down slightly, but once again, we will likely see more forward progress on the eastern side of the fire, and we'll hope that the work being done tonight around Forest Hill holds and that part of the fire does not grow. Back to you.
We hope so, Mark. Thank you so much. And you can follow the latest updates on the mosquito fire on our KCRA 3 app and website. We're updating the latest acreage and containment numbers, evacuation, self-shelter information, and air quality.
And it wasn't just in Forest Hill, not far from the mosquito fire. Another fire kept crews very busy in Placer County along Interstate 80. The Dutch fire is burning just a few miles from the mosquito fire, in fact, and it sparked along Ridge Road and Interstate 80 just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. It quickly burned upslope, threatening homes, and tonight CAL FIRE says forward progress has been stopped on the Dutch fire. It did burn about 26 acres. The evacuation orders have since been lifted, and CAL FIRE officials say crews got the fire to burn down off steeper terrain to flatter terrain where it's easier to control and contain. So despite the intense mosquito fire activity today, they did have the resources to handle the Dutch fire as well.
When we have large fires like that pick up, we bring in resources from outside the area to attack that fire that's near the unit. And that's why there's an incident management team managing that fire, so we don't tax the resources of the local unit. Those local units that were sent to that fire, we backfill behind them, so the stations were full.
Fire's Robert Foxworthy there says until the fire is 100% contained, there are of course concerns out there. He says they need to watch and make sure embers do not go over the freeway. Mopping up and working to get the fire contained continues.
We're following other major stories tonight with reports of a staff member shot at a campus at Vallejo High School. What we're learning from police.
Also still had dead fish found in the North Natomas Regional Park Pond. The test the city says doing to figure out why.
And an explosion at a university in Boston. A staff member injured after opening a package. The search for more potential threats.
On the next Young Sheldon, in any ecosystem, you'll find a delicate balance between predator and prey.
What are you doing? Hiding from who? He's a demon. He says she's slapping around. She even put a tadpole on her shirt. Poor kid. He texted it. Is this your phone or mine?
The next Young Sheldon, tomorrow night starting at 7 on 5:58.
Girl, you can do better. At least with your big name wireless carrier. With Xfinity Mobile, you can get unlimited for 30 on a reliable 5G network. They can even send you hundreds of your wireless bill over T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon.
Wow, I can do better.
Yes, you can. I can do better too.
Now, you really can do better. Switch to the fastest mobile service, Xfinity Mobile. Now with the best price on 2 lines of unlimited, just $30 a line.
New tonight, Vallejo police say a staff member at Vallejo High School was shot during a fight between students.
Here's what happened. Police say several students were fighting in front of school around 3:45 this afternoon. So a staff member tried to break up the fight, but then several of the suspects got away from the area in a car. And police say they shot backwards toward the remaining. And the staff member was hit by at least one bullet, but is expected to survive. The school was put on lockdown, but classes are expected to resume as normal tomorrow with increased patrols by police.
An employee at Boston's Northeast University is hospitalized after a delivered package exploded. Police say the package was delivered to Holmes Hall. Around a 45-year-old man was hospitalized, but is expected to survive. Police say a second package was also. University police say the campus is secure tonight. Police reportedly responded to other suspicious packages in the area. One near the Museum of Fine Arts, which police have not confirmed as a threat. Another in Cambridge was deemed not credible.
Shoppers at a Gilroy Target store were forced into lockdown after a police chase ended right here in the shopping center. The CHP said the chase started in Monterey County. This was the car involved. Take a look. The suspect is wanted in connection to a case in San Francisco. Police have not said if the suspect was arrested, but the lockdown has since been lifted.
People felt within minutes, a magnitude 4.4 and a 3.9 aftershock. They were strong enough that Santa Rosa fire crews responded to reports of broken gas lines and water pipes and people briefly trapped in elevators. They hit just after 6:30.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do a live review, live product bias on it, other than I like their food. It got me through college. I love it. It just high school. It was. I just like the beans. It's like if you're feeling, I don't feel the screams of animals in my dreams. I like the beans. I don't have first-degree beans as food, and I have saved people from my diet Pepsi and hard-boiled egg breakfast for a while. So let me see. I'm gonna order Taco Bell. On Taco Bell, here's the thing. On the Taco Bell app, which I've been like pre-ordering to go through drive-thru ingredients and stuff, and then I'd pull up the drive-thru and then be like, but then I order and it would be like they have the ingredients, so I don't know what was going on. View my bag. Got the sauce. Remove chicken, add beans and peppers. Taco rubbish crunch tacos. Remove seasoned pipe.
And I want to talk a little bit about the smoke. This is a snapshot of the smoke plumes that we saw this afternoon. The mosquito fires actually burning.
I want 3 of the tacos.
And then this is the eastern flank of the fire. As you can see, between the fires.
I can't order more than one.
At this point. But that smoke, we do have air quality that is still on the bad side, mostly downwind of the fire. It's been bad around Reno and Truckee.
Yeah, well, let me add more than one. Maybe the chicken. Okay, I can add more than one chicken for grilled chicken things. Just some nacho cheese. Yeah, I can do that. But I can't talk about crunchy taco. Oh, maybe that's like my one that I get that's free or something. So, I do wanna, like log in. No, they don't do it with the Google thing, which, because I have multiple Facebook accounts and locked out like 2 of them, I'm just not bothered with it, because I'm trying to keep like multiple social media things posting and like to paste that, like, do we get on social media, you're on there a lot. And then like you defend the things, you end up one day and you have like things, and you realize that you have people on there that have been like, we have the most horrifying end of the world scenario that's been playing out for 7 years with plagues and lockdowns and riots and race riots and wars and bombs, and for many people, they never experience when the lights go out and there are explosions and screams and like revenge killings. So sorry, the Facebook, your Taco Bell app is just not doable. So, but that saves me like that decision of driving the Taco Bell. So DoorDash is. Hey, let me see Taco Bell bells on Grubber. Because Grub got a raw deal. Oh, she got a raw. She got over so big. And she's like the #1 woman. Like, if you watch that Steve Nash thing, the John Nash segment, where he's like actually instructing like people how to hit on women, like, no, the one that other women circle around, I take those ones, and those are the ones because there's the one queen, and like just go for the queen's friends. Because they're the ones you want. I mean, you can't all date the queen. You'll know, go for the one that's not the queen if you're not the king. You know, that's just the, So anyway, but that shouldn't so fun. But, you know what? Love stories are what makes the world live. We haven't had love stories. But you know what? When we look at the dark periods of life, like Henry VIII say, why don't we ever look at, you know, do they reconcile? People divorce. We just don't have, when cohabitation couples and tribes and stuff just don't want to be around each other through that period of time. You know, just even people fall out of love. There are things, life happens. You know, everybody wanted the queen. And when a woman's an object of desire, she wants love. And used to believe in love because we believed in love. That's why Disney is our god. He's not the devil, Disney's God.
Homeless Californians need real solutions, not false promises.
And the free monthly
Prop 27 gives 90% of the money
Try
to
to
safe
free.
corporations, not the homeless. Vote no on Prop 27. It's a broken promise.
Don't broken manufactured homes because the original people are taking it again. Oh, I have him, but we did have it there. Good order for
Regular recreators.
We have Lucky J's, Old Town Grill, Save Supermarket, they're closed. So, Lucky J's is still open. I mean, a lot of people forgot about Grubhub because I think people like, that's genius, started popping them. You know, it's when you have a startup and like somebody gets investment funding. Ice cream closes at 10:40 now. Much like Ben Jerry's looks good. I guess. But they don't have a lot of options on tonight, so. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I might end up driving for them. Gotta do something.